It's the most wonderful time of the year.
A couple of weeks after the logistics meeting, and Hugo has arranged to meet with Santa to review the results of preparation for Christmas Eve. He has provided Santa with a written summary of the preparation work done by NPTT.
Good morning, Santa, and thank you for affording me the opportunity to share with you the results of our efforts this year to prepare for your impending annual voyage.
It is my great pleasure to review these matters with you, and may I say, as always, how impressed I am with the amazing technology that we now employ to enable our annual trek. That we can translate emails and scan and decipher the handwriting of children in so many languages is already staggering alone. The safety features that you continue to add to this sleigh are worthy of 007. Will we have time to learn about all the new stuff?
The two elves that were selected to accompany you have had more than 2 months of intensive training. Do you have any specific questions?
I see particular value in the handheld analyzer for helping to avoid what I call a Christmas Eve hangover. I suspect that there have been times that some of the food, I am sure through no intention of the providers, has not agreed with my digestive system. Using that device to prevent those occurrences will be welcomed indeed.
I know that everyone in NPTT will be thrilled with that feedback. Your welfare is their primary concern, and they were almost unanimous in their recommendation that you exclude 2 areas from your trip this year.
Hugo, do you have statistics on the number of emails and letters from children in those areas?
Yes, and I was surprised to learn that the numbers were comparable with other years, despite all of the conflict and pestilence.
You may be aware, Hugo, that when I was a child, my friends and I all suffered through the measles, mumps, and chickenpox. Some suffered more, such as polio, and some did not survive. However, most of us lived in loving homes and never witnessed bodies piled in the streets as a result of conflict or deadly disease, and none of us were forced to leave our homes and all we knew for an uncertain future. I can't pretend to know how these children feel, but I do know the joy that I felt on Christmas morning.
You are determined then to not skip any destinations?
I am confident that the measures that you have implemented minimize any safety risks, and I am sure that we can organize the trip to visit the plague-affected areas last, to minimize the possibility of spreading the virus. I am sure I can speak for the elves and reindeer when I say that we would welcome a 21-day quarantine at the end of our trip. In the end, Hugo, the question is not, do we go to all areas? Rather, how could we not go?
It's the most wonderful time